we're at Goals, of course, Sunday, hanging out with Jason and Dan. Luckily called them in here. And I just wanted to get this story on video because I think it's awesome about how they got together, how they met and started lifting together.
Me and years ago, it was like, what, 4 or 5 years ago, me and Jason, funniest thing ever, one of our mutual friends and all of us were at a club, and he walked up to me, and we walked up to each other, and our mutual friend was like, this is Jason, this is Dan, and he looked at me and goes, you lift, don't you? And I was like, yeah, and you could just tell, and I mean, we were smaller, we were way smaller, and I'm not saying we're big yet, we were way smaller than what we were, and I look at him, I'm like, well, I know you lift, because I can just tell, I'm like, you lift, don't you? He's like, yeah, of course. And I was like, and ever since, he's like, let's get a drink together, and ever since we were best friends. Well, it started out, we just drank all the time together. All we would do is drink. We never
drink and party.
That's it.
Last one's to bed, first one's to wake up.
That's the truth. He would show up every day, every party, 2 girls, 1 for me, 1 for him, and then, and he'd always have a bottle of vodka, a bottle of Captain, something. He'd always have a brand new bottle ready to open, and we'd just start drinking. And we'd be the last ones up, 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 in the morning, we'd still be up, fucked up. Remember all that shit?
I do.
Losing jobs, fucking dumb shit, going to jail, all this dumb shit we having. And then one day, it was probably a year and a half later, we looked at each other and we were like, why don't we start lifting together and really taking this shit serious? And that day we just decided to do it, and we started coming in here. And at first he had a DUI, or no, I had the DUI, so I couldn't drive. So every day he was picking me up every day. I'd give him $20 because his truck was such a fucking dealer, or such a gas hog. I'd give him $20 every 3 days just to fucking get here. And sometimes we'd be on E and shit, just fucking around, doing dumb shit. And then we started getting in here, and it was probably about 4 years now, 5 going on 5. And we put first time we put right around 1,100 consecutive days in, and we just never stopped. We just came in here every day, no matter what it was, dude. It didn't matter if we were sick, didn't matter what it was. He was calling me up every day. He got off work. He was like, "Yeah, I'm ready. I'm coming to pick you up." And then finally, I got my license back. And unfortunately, he got the DUI.
Yeah, I lost my shit.
He loses his shit, and so then I just start picking him right away. I call him every day at 4 o'clock. "Yeah, you ready, bro?" You know what I mean? He tell me when he's ready, and I just go down and pick him up, and we just kept doing it, and we never stopped. And now we're definitely a lot farther along than we were at. Definitely got a lot of size on. Definitely put good weight on and everything. We're definitely happy where our journey took us, and we don't ever want to stop. I mean, if you ask him, there's no ever stopping. Ever.
Maybe.
He loves us to the death, and so do I. It's just like, I don't know, it's this thing in the back of our heads. And we talked about it a lot when we started. We talked about this a lot. But I think that's why we're best friends, and that's why we've been doing this so long together. It's because we have the same mindset. It's like, you have to look like this. Like, something in our head says, like, you must do this. Like, and if he loves it, just because, I mean, he loves to lift the weight.
Addicted to the lifestyle, there is no other.
Yeah.
It's almost like if you didn't go that evening, you didn't work that day. That's just how I feel.
Same thing here. I just feel horrible, feel miserable, you feel like your day's ruined, you don't know what to do that day. You're like, holy shit, you're like, I can't believe this is the day, like, what am I doing? You feel lost. And it just feels great to be able to, and just with him, it feels great to have a best friend that's the same way, same mindset, same everything. It's just like, it's perfect. You hear about like lifting partners a lot, and like how you have to have the right partner, and sometimes you can't find them, and it's like, it's perfect. I've tried to lift with a couple different people, and it worked out. I have another close friend, Carlos, that it's great to work out with, and we both love to, same thing, he loves to work out with Carlos too. It's just, we don't get him in here right now. But other than that, other than those 2 guys, I've never had a workout partner. I've taken other guys to the gym, I can't work out with them. I don't know, it's just, it's just bullshit. It's like, you can't, it's like I'm the one that has a good pump and they don't have one, It's like, and with him, it's like, you can never,
You can't go hard enough. I'll push these motherfuckers.
Harder than he works out harder than anybody. So I have to work out even harder than I've ever worked out just to keep up with him. So it's so great for me, and I'm so happy I've been able to like work and just meet him and work out with him. I'm definitely happy he's my best friend, and we love it.
Awesome. So anybody that might be out there watching that's whereas now they are where you guys were before you started and before you got serious, what would your message be to them? I mean, how worthwhile is it to slow down on the partying and then going out and carrying on and drinking and then switch over into a lifestyle like this? Was it hard to do? And was it rewarding, like right off the top, or?
It wasn't hard to do at all. It was actually more easier because it's like what's something you. I know we'd always speak to that. It's something we both want to do forever. It's like I've always wanted to look like a bodybuilder. I always wanted to be a bodybuilder. I always wanted to have the body like that. So it wasn't actually hard to stop because it was like it was what you always wanted. You just didn't know how to do it. That's it for me. That's how it was anyway. I didn't know how to actually grow the muscle or like actually get into it because I ran a lot and always had a decent running body and a decent like athletic body, but I didn't know how to actually grow. And then when I met Jason knew tons. Jason was already so advanced that he knew so much that I just went behind him, and before you know, I just started seeing results like crazy. It was probably like 2-3 months into it, 4 months into it, I could already see a lot of growth in me already. That I was like, dude, I don't ever want to stop. And then that happens, and then it's just, what can you do next? And the question's always, well, what can you do after that? So you just want to keep going, never stop.
Well, nothing's gonna take you out of that lifestyle unless you want it to. There's guys that just want to be in here to look better. There's guys that want to make a lifestyle out of it, and that's the difference right there. You can the guys that want to look better, they might last a month or 2, 3 months, 4 months, who fucking knows? But eventually they drop out. They're still drinking. They're still doing what they're doing. Unless you make a lifestyle change and it becomes an addiction where you kind of need to do it every day, or you're not yourself, and it's never going to change for you. That's how I feel.
So there you go. Improve your quality of life, man, and quit wasting time on a treadmill. You know, running life on a treadmill, just treading water, man. Get in the gym, make something happen, and it might be the thing for you. You might fall in love with it. You might find a new passion.
And just don't ever stop. Consistency is the key. You go weeks, months. Next thing you know, it turns into a year, and next thing you know, you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe what I've actually done. And it definitely makes you feel great. It makes you feel like you can accomplish anything else in the world because, I mean, hell, it's like you've done something that you never thought you could do anyway. So if you can do this, just put it to other things in life too, and just keep going. Just don't ever stop. Consistency. And
one day off becomes 2 days off. 2 becomes 4. 4 becomes a week. Before you know it, you stopped. That's why I said consistency is the key. You can't stop. You gotta do it every fucking day.
Small steps to the moon. All right, guys. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks for sharing your story.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.